the Monster has been an integral part of Ducati's range in India. But apart from the Scrambler series, Ducati did not quite have a motorcycle that could have catered to first-time performance motorcycle buyers. Something that was purely Ducati and not a scrambler. Enter the Ducati Monster 797. It's the most affordable Monster model, and according to Ducati, it could the perfect bike to upgrade from 300cc to 400cc bikes and get into the big bike league. But is that the case? Here is what we think. For someone who might be upgrading from a KTM 390 Duke or a Kawasaki Ninja 300, absolutely yes. The Monster 797 carries the typical styling and design of the Ducati Monster range: bulbous fuel tank, brawny looks, fat forks, fat tires, and an exposed trellis frame. It draws eyeballs for sure, and when we were out with the bike on the roads, it sure did. So, the lust factor certainly gets a thumbs up. It will satiate a new big bike buyer's desire to show off. For an entry-level big bike, the Monster 797 skims on a few fancy features. There's no ride-by-wire, no riding modes, no traction control, and no fancy electronics either. There is a switchable Bosch ABS unit, anti-lock brakes though. The LCD display doesn't have a gear position indicator and a fuel gauge display. Considering that the bike was meant for first-time big bike buyers, these should have been on the instrument console. But the bare essentials, it does get. And by that we mean 43mm Kayaba forks up front, an offset Sachs monoshock at the rear, Brembo monoblock M 4.32 calipers with 4 pistons up front on 320mm twin discs, and a 245mm disc at the rear. The bike is shod with sticky Pirelli Diablo Rosso 2 tires, a 120/70ths ZR17 unit at the front and a 180/55ths ZR17 at the rear. So the cycle parts are top shelf. Additionally, you also get an LED positioning lamp on the headlamp, LED tail lamp, and a USB socket under the seat. The bike can also be configured with the Ducati Multimedia System (DMS), which offers Bluetooth, through which the riders can connect their smartphones and use it to manage the music player, get notifications for messages or phone calls. Our test bike came fitted with LED indicators, a rear seat cowl, and a fly screen on the headlamp, instantly making the bike look even sportier, all of which were optional. So, for an entry-level bike, it is not all show and no go. The bare basics are there. The engine on the Monster 797 is the same as the Ducati Scramblers. It's an 803cc twin motor, which is air-cooled, but churns out a decent 72 bhp at 8,250 revolutions per minute and makes a peak torque of 67 Nm at 5,750 revolutions per minute, the exact same figures as the Scrambler. The gearbox too is the same as the Scrambler, a 6-speed unit. As far as weight is concerned, the Monster 797 weighs 193 kilograms and the Scrambler Icon weighs 186 kilograms, a difference of barely 7 kilograms wet weight. A rather interesting question, this. Our riding experience of the Monster 797 revealed that the engine is punchy. The meat of the torque comes in quite early on the rev range. This means two things. One can cruise at high speeds on low RPMs, and also there is ample power on tap should you twist the throttle. The bike delivers the power in a measured way, not so swiftly that a newbie will be alarmed, and neither so slowly that the bike loses out on the fun quotient. 3-digit speeds are dispatched easily and the bike pulls cleanly when given the beans. It will keep you entertained, but the bike is vibey though. You scrum through the gears and accelerate hard and feel the vibrations getting to you through the palm grips and the fuel tank. And then, there is the perennial problem of the engine heat making things uncomfortable in traffic if you're thinking of doing the daily commute. The suspension is stiffer than we would have liked. You will feel all the ruts, bumps, and potholes riding up your spine, especially at city speeds. But the positive is the slick handling. The bike can cut through traffic as easy as any 150cc to 200cc commuter or even a scooter for that matter. Show it a set of corners and you will see that the bike is more than happy to take them on. The Pirelli tires prove their worth here, and handling is Monster 797's forte. It will egg you to go harder with every passing corner. The Monster 797 is priced at 8.05 lakh rupees ex-showroom Delhi, and its chief rivals are the mental Kawasaki Z900 and a sophisticated Triumph Street Triple S.